Alright, here we are again. I've dug it out from the back of the log cabin. It's the Piaggio Vespa. Let's have a look at it. Here it is. As you can see, it's not seen the light of day for quite a long time. It's in a bit of a state, as you can see. I just parked it up probably about this time last year actually, and as you can see, it's got a big dent in the side there. These are actually metal and they don't detach, so this is all part of the actual one unit of the bike, the chassis of the bike. And right the way around to the front, all this, as I say, is all part of the metal work that doesn't actually come off of the bike. As you can see there, it's all scuffed up down there, as you can see. The front mud guard, although it's not cracked, it is a plastic one, but there's no real damage to it. It's going to need, obviously, respraying. It's got virtually new tyres on the front, and this one on the back is an actual brand new tyre. The engine case in there, as you can see, is absolutely ludicrous. All the alloy is corroded, so that's going to have to come off and be repaired. And as you can see around this side of the fairing, the rear as well is very similar. I've just cleaned the engine out. That was full of dust and dirt and gunk in there. Again, all I've done there basically is agitate it with a paintbrush with some white spirit and basically blown it all out, and it's actually come out nice and clean in there, so I'm quite happy with that. I've just removed these clocks. If I can show you from the actual plastic cowling and epoxy design, as you can probably see, where is it? That goes on there. That goes on there like that. What you've actually got here is two connectors that plug on, but you have to pull a lever in and then pull the connectors off. But this track idea, what they've got here, as you can say, look, it's just pushed over lugs. And as I've pulled the plug out off of this one, look what's happened. Look, the actual track is pulled away with the plug, and it's actually split. So I've either got to somehow try and repair that or source another track. I'm not too sure yet, but this is a really poxy cheap idea where the track is a flexible thing, just pushed over some pegs. So if you are going to strip down your Vespa, and that's the clock system, as you can see there, just be very careful of actually withdrawing the multi-pin sockets on the back of them, because that possibly could happen to you as well. So as you can probably see there's quite a bit of work to do. I've taken all the other panels off, and all the other panels are basically further down there. But as I say, I'm just getting it ready. I'm just having a basic clear up first of all. I've given it a good blow down with the air hose, so it's not very dusty at the moment, although it's dirty. But the back of this dent, which is going to be one of the first things I tackle, is an oil tank, as you can see there, because I need to be able to get beyond. I can't go in from the top really. There is some sort of electrical connections, or there's something down the back there anyway, but I can't get any access in there. So by undoing these two bolts here, I can actually drop this oil tank, which is there, out the way, and possibly try and push that dent out as far as I can, as to minimise the actual dent, so I haven't got to really put a lot of filler in there. There's going to be quite a few dents to fill, I would imagine. As I say, that's the main one I've noticed here. Well, you normally find out if you rub your hand over, what I normally tend to do is to rub my hand over something, for example, and that normally gives you a good indication of any places that are going to possibly need filling. And I normally just put a little mark on them, like a cross or something. For example, like I've just felt down there, it's obviously been nudged there as well, and bearing in mind this is metal, there's a good chance I possibly might be able to just panel beat that out without any filler, but we'll have to see. I'm not a panel beater. I've got very little experience with regards to panel beating, but I've got the tools, and as I say, if I need a skimmer filler on there, that shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, the front mudguard's still got to come off, but this is basically just a general look around the bike, so you can actually see what I've got to deal with as far as the repairs go. Down here, for example, the exhaust has broken off. The owner did tell me that, and as I say, when he actually had the bike, he told me that he had it in for an MOT, and the exhaust snapped off. So I've actually got a brand new exhaust for this, but as you can also see there, the rear wheel is utterly corroded, although it's had a brand new back tyre on it. I will be taking that off and actually refinishing that, so that should obviously hopefully look like pretty much new when I finish with it. But all in all, as I say, the bike actually, we found out that it had the plug cap missing, and when we put the plug cap on, it actually started first kick. So, and it had been standing for quite a while. You can see similar sort of road rash as the direct bikes moped we done, but hopefully this will be a lot easier to repair. So yeah, all this is tin, this bodywork. It's all part of the main actual chassis structure here. Is all part of the strengthening, as you can see there. So that's all okay, as I say here. But yeah, that's the close look at the Piaggio. Let's have a look in here, for example. I don't know what we got here. Engine. Oh, it's got the colour there. If I wanted to match the same colour there, look, the colour there is 422. I'll have a look at. I'll look it up basically. I don't think I'm going to do the same colour, as I say, because I've still got some of this. Although I didn't have as much as that as what I thought, but it's called Sparkling Graphite Leclerc Hydrofan 20% thin. And it's a BMW coloured, that's an A22 standard shade. So as you can see, I got that from Fisher Motor Factors, where you basically just tell them the code number of the paint you want and the possible colour, and you ask them to thin it for you, and basically it's ready to go in the gun. So I've probably got, I don't know, about that much left in the tub there. Whether that will be enough to spray the whole lot, I'm not too sure, so I'll have to think about that one. Failing that, as I say, I may see about spraying it the original colour. This bike's going to be worth a lot more than the other one. I'm hoping that this is going to probably sell for about £600 to £700. I will put a fresh MOT on it when I get it, when it's all up and running. There shouldn't be any reason why it should fail the MOT, but as I say, it's a nice bike, this one. It's only done 4,000 miles, I think. Am I right, 4,000 miles? I can't remember. I did look on there. Yeah, 4,500 miles this one, so yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this one, as I say. So, but that's basically it. We're now going to start work on it, as I say, in the next video. I thought I'd just walk you around it first, just so you can see the before and after, so to speak. I've taken some pictures of it, but as I say, treat it as a project. I haven't got a time scale for this. I haven't got to get it out the door within a week or anything like that. And as I say, you're going to come up against little problems, like for example the speedometer cable, the track on the back of that broke. I'm going to probably try and source another one. If not, I'll have to have a go at sort of resoldering it. I would imagine that's quite a common thing, but I mean, as I've never worked on that bike before, all I've done was basically press the little spring clip in on the side, the plastic clip, and went to withdraw it as you normally do with these connectors, and unbeknownst to me, the track come up with it and it broke off. So that's just one of those things. So yeah, quite looking forward to this one. We've still got loads to do in the garden, as you know. We've got to get the doors and all that on the polytunnel. But this is going to take me preference now, because I'm trying to clear this area out of the log cabin there, because I want to set up, as you probably know from a previous video, I want to get into doing some hydrographics. I've got a job lot of hydrographics transfers which I've brought from China. I've got them, I'll show you them in another video, and I've also got that tank which I've got to modify, which is going to be an ideal hydrographics tank. I've got to source some sort of heating element for it, so there's a lot to do on that, but this is the little bike project which I've taken out now, and it's time to move forward and to get these things out, because I do need the space in there. So yeah, keep watching. This is the Piaggio Vespa moped, 50cc. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this little update video on the Piaggio. So the next one we're going to actually start work on it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much. See you in the next video.